Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Markapisu channel. It's Markapisu here. Episode 11, I believe. 11. That makes 11 for sure. Last time, we had that Pokemon Go fiasco, and we ran into a tomboy and a Karen. It was just a huge debacle. There was so much going on. Anyway, now we are in the Good Samaritan Club with that cute girl Rika, so let's go ahead, get rolling. There are other members waiting in the room by the time I arrive. I take a seat and look around. Judging by how casually they're all chatting, I must be the only new addition. The only person I recognize is Rika. She catches my eyes and grins. A second later, she hurries over.
Hey there, Good Samaritan.
Alright, she got something going on down here, and I do be liking that, though. I ain't gonna lie, though. Hey. She smiles.
Let me introduce you to the team.
We go around, and Rika introduces me to my fellow club members. Everyone seems pretty cool and happy to have a new member. I think I'm going to like it here. Afterwards, Rika turns around and addresses the club.
Listen up, everyone. It's a new year, and we've already got a lot of requests for help. So, let's get ready to give it all we've got.
I'm so immersed in this game. It's a new year here, too. Happy 2021, everybody. Look at that. I'm telling you, this game is next gen. It's crazy. There's a string of whoops from the group as club members clap and cheer. The enthusiasm here is infectious.
I've got our first case here. The case of the pencil snatcher. Some cowardly thief has been stealing pens and pencils from their classmates' cases. Our job is to find this thief and make sure he or she can't get away with doing this anymore.
Wow. It's only been a week since school started and we've already got thieves? Rika nods.
It's a sad world we live in, but luckily, we're here to stop them.
Are we do we have the authority to, use force on anyone? Like, hey, I see you stealing that pencil, now I'm going to take your life. Is that how it works? I guess that's how the Good Samaritan Club works. This is getting very intense. A girl with glasses and short hair speaks up. Oh, I do like girls with glasses and short hair.
So, what's our plan?
Oh, she just sounds like a cutie.
We're going to plan a trap to sniff them out. This person likes pencils from cases, so we'll leave an unmonitored case in an empty classroom. But what they don't know is that inside is a glitter bomb, which will explode as soon as they open it. They'll be caught red-handed. Literally.
I like her mischievous side, I ain't gonna lie. Is this good? The perfect punishment? I do be approving, though. I nod. This sounds like a solid plan to me. Rika grins.
I knew I was right about you.
Ooh, what if we also made a sign that said, I'm a thief?
Nice thinking, Hina. I like it. Now, does anyone have a pencil case we can use?
Yeah, I have an extra.
With our plan decided, we split up into groups and make our preparations. I help with gathering materials and crafting our sign. Rika leads us to the empty, dark classroom. She turns the key into the lock, and we quietly filter in. We place the pencil case visibly on the desk, making sure anyone passing by in the hall can see it. Then, secure the sign in place. Next, we hide and wait. I nudge Rika. Are you sure the thief will come?
Positive. Based on what I've heard, they can't resist the temptation.
I try to be patient, but this is taking forever. Just when I'm about to give up hope, I see a tall girl sneak into the room. She glances around before cautiously approaching the pencil case. When it's clear nobody's around, she unzips it. A burst of sparkles powders her face, shirt, and hands.
Ha! Busted!
We flick on the light and our sign drops down. In red accusing letters, it reads, I'm a thief.
What's going on?
Rika jumps from her hiding spot.
You've been caught stealing is what's going on.
It's not stealing. This case was just sitting there.
So?
So, finders keepers.
Rika crosses her arms.
That's not how it works.
It's not like anyone was using it. If someone really wanted it, then maybe they shouldn't have left it unguarded.
Rika grins and points to the glitter.
Clearly it wasn't unguarded, was it?
The girl opens her mouth but doesn't speak. Ah, we got her. A few random students pass by the hall and peek into the classroom. We hear them speaking quietly to each other.
Who's that? What's going on?
Wait, is that the pencil thief?
And Student 4 is giving just such an amazing performance. I need to cast Student 4 in my next project.
I think it is.
Oh man, we need to be extra careful around her. My friend had her pencil stolen right before a quiz, and she got in trouble for being unprepared.
That's so awful. Yeah, we'll definitely need to keep an eye on her. I need to tell my friends and warn them.
Same here.
The students hurry away, and the thief's face turns bright red. He knocks the pencil case off the desk and then runs off, trailing glitter behind her, but not before we snap evidence of her crime. Now that word is spreading about who she is, I believe the only pencils she'll be taking are her own. Everyone congratulates each other on a job well done. I feel the exhilaration too.
Now, let's clean up before a teacher finds out we were here.
I help everyone clean the classroom until it's spotless. Luckily, most of the glitter landed on the girl rather than the desk. By the time we're done, it's like we were never there.
So, what'd you think, rookie?
I think justice was served. Rika laughs.
Oh yeah, you'll fit right in. Welcome aboard.
Well, that was a nice little time with the Good Samaritan Club. Rika do be looking cute, I ain't gonna lie. She's up there in the rankings. You know, we need some Rika points going on. She's got a few points, at least. Soon, our club time is over. We have to return to class. I have a smile on my face as I sit down for the rest of my lessons. The bell announcing the end of the school day rings. Students collectively move from their seats to gather their things, noise and bustle already taking over the room. As I'm putting my notebook into my bag, Erin approaches me, her bag slung over her shoulder.
Don't forget about tonight.
It's tonight. Did I forget something? Okay, I won't. She nods, then stretches.
I'm going to rest a little before we go to the shrine.
Oh yeah, we were going to the shrine because of the whole, we said a phrase from her homeland. Okay, I remember. Okay, I'll find you when I'm home. That settles that. After a final nod, she exits the room. The results from the election haven't turned, but she's already acting like she runs the place. Regardless, I have some free time now. I wonder if anyone's free to hang out. Give us that choice. We do have good times with Kosei, but we need some girl time in our life. I wonder what Kira's up to this afternoon. Maybe she'll want to hang out. We need this. I need this. The crowd starts thinning as students head home. I take a quick look through the halls, but there's no sign of Kira. She's not in the courtyard either. She must have already left. I guess I'll catch her next time. As I'm about to head home, my stomach rumbles. I'm hungrier than I'd realized. I may as well get a snack before I go home. I'd heard about a hipster cafe that opened up across the street from school. It's supposed to have really good drinks and desserts, and I've meant to try it. Wait. Is this the cat girl time? Didn't we already, let's skip ahead a little bit. Okay, yeah, it's the same exact thing. Do a little skip job, of course. Okay, yeah, we've already done this. So, do we go back? Let's just see. We just gotta see this. Let's just take this in for a second. You know, we could have another fun route with Kosei, or we haven't picked Mina at all. We could go back and do that, but you know, let's just get to the shrine. We're gonna advance the story. Boom. Just a few more skip jobs here. Oh god, we skipped too far. Okay, I'm gonna be right back, and we're gonna get this sorted out, I promise. I'm back. Crisis averted. And Just went, with the cure option again, and this time we didn't skip all the way through. So, we should head out soon. Boom. Perfect. Erlen's door is closed, so I knock. Hey, Erlen, are you ready?
Just a moment.
It only takes her a few minutes to get ready, and then we leave the house. She must be really eager to go. Erlen is unusually serious and keeps picking up the pace as we walk. Are you nervous?
What is there to be nervous about?
There could be another Velden around.
I hope so.
Her words don't have the same confidence they normally do. If I were her, I'd be nervous too. We head out and make our way over. It's not long before we arrive at the shrine gate. I spot Kira's long, dark hair in front of the entrance. Erlen does too and shoots me a confused look right before we approach. Hey, Kira.
Hello.
Kira and Erlen stare awkwardly at each other before Erlen looks at me.
What's going on?
Kira also shifts her gaze to me and waits. Although her face doesn't show it, I have a feeling she's just as confused as Erlen. I forgot that we never actually told Erlen of Kira's involvement. This is awkward. Kira was actually there the night you arrived. Erlen looks back to Kira.
You were?
Kira nods. She has been helping me investigate, and we've been working together trying to find out what happened that day.
So you knew that I'm from Velden?
No.
Erlen's brows knit in confusion before Kira continues.
But I knew that you weren't from here. I saw you fall out of the sky that night.
Erlen's looks slightly concerned. Looks? Okay. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can read English, I swear. It's my 8th language. Erlen's... That's a weird... She is possessing that look with that little apostrophe. Erlen looks slightly confused.
You knew everything this whole time? How come I didn't know about this?
Kira blinks.
I thought you did.
I didn't.
He never told you?
Both women turn to stare at me. Erlen folds her arms, demanding an explanation. It wasn't a good time. This isn't entirely my fault. Yeah, I messed up. There was never a good time to discuss it. There wasn't a good time, and it never came up.
This isn't a wait for it to come up type of conversation.
Well, I was waiting for the right time to tell you.
And when would that have been?
I guess right now. She sighs deeply. Anyway, how you know? Kira looks at Erlen.
I'm sorry that you had to find out this way. I would have told you myself if I'd known.
Erlen hesitates, then nods.
I appreciate the sentiment.
And don't worry, Kira won't share your secret with anybody.
I'm not interested in spreading rumors.
Then what exactly is your interest?
I'm curious to know what's going on.
As we all are.
He gives Kira one last long look before softening her expression.
If that's the case, then I suppose thanks are in order.
What for?
Erlen points to me.
For helping this one look for answers. If we had to rely solely on his abilities, we wouldn't have learned anything.
Kira smiles faintly.
You're welcome.
Maybe now we can move on and focus on what we came here to do. Erlen slides me an unimpressed glance.
You said it was an old lady who spoke the phrase, yes?
Mrs. Tanaka.
We should find her at once.
So weird having both of the potential waifus just alone with us. It's getting me nervous, fellas. Erlen strides through the gates and we follow her through. Kira then leads the way to the area by the offering box. Luckily, Mrs. Tanaka is there. A bright smile splits her face, and she waves when she sees us.
Oh, you kids came back.
We promised we would.
I'm so delighted. It's lovely to see you again.
When she notices Erlen, her eyes grow wide. She subtly elbows Kira.
Oh my, do you two still have that amulet I gave you?
Yes.
Good. Don't lose it. That friend you have is also very pretty, and you don't want to lose your man.
Oh man. Is it even worth correcting Mrs. Tanaka? I have a feeling it would do no good.
Thanks, Mrs. Tanaka. I'm not concerned.
She's not? Is that because she likes me or doesn't like me? I can't dwell on the thought for too long as Erlyn clears her throat. Actually, Mrs. Tanaka, this is Erlyn, the friend I mentioned last time. Mrs. Tanaka softens into a warm smile.
It's nice to meet you, Erlyn.
The pleasure is all mine.
Could you Ooh, what a great time, if I can't speak. Highly suggest. Everyone take a sip. Could you repeat the phrase you told us last time?
Oh, you mean Alio ten lo real dan mali.
Erlyn grins excitedly.
Meli nodirum aliotin.
Mrs. Tanaka looks surprised.
Oh, that's quite lovely. What does it mean?
Erlyn's smile falters.
It's the other half of the honorific expression.
Really?
You're not familiar with it?
I don't believe I am, but I'd be happy to learn it.
Although she tries to hide it, I see the disappointment seeping into Erlyn's eyes.
Where did you learn the expression?
Here at the temple, an elderly woman used to visit quite often, and I hear her say it.
Is this the same woman who mentioned the ethereal energy?
Yes, exactly.
The three of us exchange glances.
I'd like to arrange a meeting with her.
She comes in with her grandson, but likes to keep to herself. It's been a very long time since I saw either of them, though.
How long?
Oh, maybe about a month or so.
And when did you first hear the phrase?
I think 2 months ago. I do wish she'd visit again. It sounds like a pretty language. Actually, what language is it?
That is the ancient and sophisticated dialect of...
Swedish. It's Swedish. I ignore the dirty look Erlyn shoots me.
Oh, how fun. I know a phrase in Swedish.
Mrs. Tanaka giggles.
Maybe you could teach me more.
Another time, perhaps. It's getting late and we should be heading back. Mrs. Tanaka nods.
Of course. You must all have school tomorrow. Well, thank you for visiting, and I hope you'll come again.
Thanks, Mrs. Tanaka. We say goodbye and walk towards the exit. Erlyn doesn't seem too concerned as we walk. In fact, she acts normal. Is she really okay, or is she hiding her disappointment? Kira glances at Erlyn. I wonder if she's thinking the same thing I am.
Mrs. Tanaka mentioned the old woman had a grandson. Maybe there are more people.
That's true. We thought there were no Veldens, and then we found out there were 2 Veldens here. Who knows how many more may be around? Erlyn nods.
That is possible.
She wears a soft smile. I think maybe that helped. She seems happier. We exit the shrine and begin the walk home. I'm surprised to see that Erlyn's smile has only grown. She's much more relaxed than when we first arrived.
How are you feeling, Erlyn?
Excellent.
Really? I glance at Kira, who blinks in confusion. How come?
Because now I know I'll be rescued.
How do you know that?
It's quite simple. That old woman and her grandson have obviously returned home after 2 months of being stranded here.
How do you know they've returned? Erlyn shoots me an exasperated look.
If they frequented the shrine so often that Mrs. Tanaka memorized their sayings, then why would they suddenly disappear?
Okay, when you put it that way, it does make sense.
And that means I have nothing to worry about.
She's lost me again.
Do you think they were rescued?
They must have been. And if some random Veldens can be rescued,
then I can expect to be found and rescued even sooner. After all, as the princess, my safe return would be a top priority.
That means there's hope. You don't think that's how it works? Let's make the most of our time together. I slip an arm around Erlen's shoulder. Oh, physical contact. Oh my goodness, what is that? In that case, you should make the most of your time here. I notice the sidelong gaze Kira aims at me. He looks pointedly at my arm around Erlen's shoulder, almost as if wondering what I'm doing. Here's looking a little jealous, fellas. Ooh.
I
Thanks.
suppose I may as well. It would be more entertaining than just waiting.
I know just the thing. Spend it together with our friends. Let's have more. Oh. 1+2 makes 3. Yeah. Oh, man. You know what? This is going to be the cliffhanger. What am I going to choose? What is it going to be? Whatever could it be? I do like the 1+2 makes 3 option. You know, that's just calling my name. But, you know, we're going to see. We're going to see what I pick. I'm not sure what I'm going to pick. And, of course, we respect women, but we also have to respect our other 3 choices here. So, end of the episode, cliffhanger time. I've stuttered at least 17.5 times this episode, but thank you for making it to the end. Do me 4 favors. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, help me find a girlfriend. And bye-bye.